cookie. My mic sounds nice. Well, might as well get dressed after gym. Well, I'm waiting for everybody to come in. Happy birthday to Mama of the Dribble. My mother's birthday today. She's 76 years old. Debatable decisions. What's up? How about everybody help me wish my mom a happy birthday? She watches my live stream sometimes. I'm probably gonna tell her to tune into this joint so she can see everybody wish her a happy birthday. So, happy birthday, Umi, Mama of the Dribble. She's 76 today, and ironically, I was born in 76. She pointed that out this morning when I called her. So, good morning, everybody. Come on in here, let's chit-chat it up. Shaq name is blistering hot online for a couple of reasons. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Make sure y'all like this live stream as y'all come in here. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Gully TV 1. Twitter is active these days, man. I've been spending a lot of time on Twitter. My Twitter following is getting up there. A lot of interesting dialogue going on Twitter, but right now, Shaq is the topic. I had the pleasure of meeting Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, if you watching, shout out to you. We on your side, my nigga. Period. I've always been on your side. Anyway, Shaunie Henderson, that's Shaq's ex-wife. She wrote a book, former Basketball Wives star and now First Lady, was married to the NBA legend for 7 years and they have 4 children. Shaunie's book is called Undefeated, Changing the Rules and Winning on My Own Terms. It was launched on May 7th. The book delves into the details of her relationship to former NBA player Shaq and why it fell apart. Shaunie is 40. She's also a producer on the reality TV show Basketball Wives. She has some slick shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Some parting shots. Yeah, I'm gonna go into that. He said they say she was tricking Shaq money on young niggas when they split up. She also was chastised and confronted about stealing shit out the house and selling it. I remember that was online some years ago. You can look that up. She was selling this shit, like old jerseys, college shit, LSU shit from his LSU days. Rotten bitch. Don't got no fucking talent. We wouldn't even know her if it wasn't for the diesel. But anyway, boom, boom, boom. She had the nerve. She had the nerve to take some shots at Shaq in her new book, stating she doesn't think she ever truly loved the NBA legend. The nerve of this bitch. Wow, man. He said, you know Shaq's connection to Whack 100 and the mainstream Crips. I've been keeping up with everything that's been said about the Crips and Shaq. I also, of course, I was on the island. I was in the Dominican Republic with Haitian Jack, who had a relationship with Shaq, and he offered some details about their relationship, but I never really spoke on it because I'm pro Shaq. Y'all already know. For the most part, I try to leave his street affairs alone, but the shit is so the rumors and incidents concerning him or associated with him, they so prevalent on these podcast platforms now. You can't miss it. But anyway, Shaunie's 40 years old, and she said she don't know if she ever truly loved Shaq. Dirty bitch. Nobody knows what this chick is good at or what she Stutterbox, that was the guy name. Nobody knows exactly what Shaunie O'Neal, or her name is Shaunie Henderson now, was ever good about. I mean, what she was ever good at. But I'm gonna read from an Instagram post that she made. Her profile was called "I Am Shaunie." Y'all can go check it out for yourself. I am Shaunie. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Shaunie. Some of you know me for being the mama to my beautiful children, the executive producer of a hit reality TV series, the wife and the last lady to my handsome husband, all while being the confidant to my vast array of friends. But check the credits again. I'm Shaunie, the author. I began writing my new book, Undefeated, over 5 years ago, and man, what a difference time can make. Journey with me as I grow through fear, insecurity, self-doubt, and arrive at the destination of courage, confidence, and assurance. This process has been very scary, yet settling as I continue to discover myself daily. I'm in my own lane, a lane I'm proud of, and all roads lead to undefeated. Will you join me? So basically, she's writing a tell-all. The draw to the tell-all is to tell all Shaq's business, tell all they fucking personal business and shit like that. So, one of the things that she said outwardly in the book, this is an excerpt from the book. Looking back, I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man, but I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. I was in love with the idea of building a life together. I truly did enjoy spending time with him. NBA road trips allowed me to be with my husband and experience NBA life for a little while. In the past, during several interviews, Shaq has attributed their relationship breakdown to his infidelity and expressed regret about it. He also praised his former wife, saying she did all the right things and that he had the perfect situation. In the book's introduction, the TV personality also explained in Shaq's defense that he tried to be the best husband and father he could be to her and their 4 children while navigating fame and an influx of female attention. He was trying to be world famous, 30-something multimillionaire with thousands of women throwing themselves at him and people in general begging just to be in his presence while being a husband and father simultaneously, she wrote. How could anyone possibly know how to do that? The divorced couple took their vows to the altar in December of 2002. Shaunie filed for divorce in 2007. They had a stint where they tried to iron out their differences, but by 2009, the Basketball Wives star filed again. Their divorce was finalized in 2011. Shaunie has since moved on and married Pastor Kevin Henderson on May 28, 2022 in Anguilla. After their first anniversary celebration, Henderson said she was enjoying life with her new partner. Newlywed life is amazing, she shared with People magazine. I love this guy, and the best part about it, he's my best friend. We enjoy each other, she added. We enjoy being around each other, talking to each other, and loving each other, so it's easy. Anyway, for her, I feel like she took a shot at him, but then she kind of clarified her feelings on the situation. Shaq responds to ex-wife Shaunie Henderson writing in book she wasn't in love with him. Shaq has responded to a book excerpt in which his ex-wife Shaunie Henderson admitted she might have never been in love with the NBA legend. Boom, boom, boom. The book is called Undefeated, Changing the Rules and Winning on My Own Terms. Shaquille O'Neal, 52, now an NBA studio analyst for TNT, responded in a post on Instagram to what Henderson had written about their marriage in her book. Shaq's a pretty classy dude. His rebuttal was, "I understand," O'Neal wrote. "I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. All love, Shaq." He added, "Trust me, I get it." I think he handled it classy. She with one of them old church hustlers now. One of them pew pimps. He says she don't. Alonzo says she don't love the new husband either. Opportunistic bitches. If you follow the stories and what's been said by Whack 100 about this guy named Stutterbox, I guess she was involved with one of them crippers out there in LA and a bunch of other underhanded shit. You can Google this shit, you'll find it. The fact that she was selling his jerseys and memorabilia shows that she's a sack chaser. The thing about being somebody powerful and high profile like Shaq, it probably will be extremely difficult to find somebody that's really, really, who has your best interests at heart, who really loves you, because Shaq been a man for a long time. He probably bagged her in college or something like that, maybe LSU, I don't know. But being as though he's been the man most of his life, all types of bitches been throwing themselves at him for that general attraction. She even said it herself. "I was in love with the idea of being with the man." He said, so she was an NBA groupie. She was fucking street niggas. He said, but Shaq raised her son. He said, nah, she came along later. Shaq can't trip. He's like, Jay's too corporate. It's just his response. I feel that was the appropriate thing to do. I've been applying this method. I believe I picked it up in the 48 Laws of Power. You know, when somebody tries to be callous to you and shit, evil, try to inject some type of, malicious energy, I hit them with the, "It's all good, pimp. God bless you. Have a wonderful day," and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they when you respond to somebody like that, they tend to have this dumbass look on their face, like puzzled and shit, like, damn. It's like countering hate with love and moving around and shit. When you the man, you can excommunicate people. You don't even have to entertain the conflict. And that's what I believe he did. Because after all, anything that she's gained in life was because she was Shaquille's baby mom or Shaquille's girl and shit. That whole basketball wife shit, she didn't play basketball. She wouldn't have had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure everything in life that she has that's flourished probably had a lot to do with Shaq. Doom, doom, doom. He said they hate that shit. Yeah, they hate it. It burns them the fuck up. I be doing that shit to niggas all the time. I do. It's all cool. It's all good, G. Recently, somebody who did some petty sucker shit, to me, he was forced to come and offer an apology. The apology was ensured or assured by my continued dominance. By my continued dominance and success and shit. And I listened to what the brother had to say. And I was just like, it's cool, fam. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? People have bad days. I hit them with that. And that was just the end of it. But a person knows when you done with them, and that's basically how you handle. That's the best way to handle a lot of shit. Just move around. He said, facts. She will always be known as Shaunie O'Neal. Hassan spoke on you on No Jumper. Why is he speaking? Why is he speaking on me, man? I think I gotta look into that. I ain't gonna respond though. Straight up. I told somebody I'm done blocking. I'm done blocking niggas. I'm done feud with niggas. You gotta watch this shit. You gotta sit here and watch this shit. You're gonna be a part of the audience. You gotta sit here and watch the performance. I ain't doing none of that. So, whatever's been said, he's entitled to that. And God bless him. I wish him the best. He said he tried to help 10 Toes Zip and Gully TV. How the fuck can he help me? I'm a success in my own right. I'm a success out of all of these guys who sit before these cameras. Let's be for real. Who's done the most damage? Let's be for real, y'all. For real. We not being sarcastic right now. Out of everybody that sit before these cameras, who has flourished the most? Oh, shit. That's laughable, man. It's laughable, man. Mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? I was cast. I'm on my second movie, by the way. It could have been my third. Shout out to Luke and them. I believe they just wrapped up Glow. I was casted with no prior. I don't have no acting history or nothing like that. I ain't never worked with no acting coach. I was casted for sure for immovable confidence. That's what he told me. He said, man, you got this unshakable confidence about you, man, and just that's what it is and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it the point guard attitude. You dig? He said, Hassan hater in your success. He wonder how you do it. I came here successful before I even picked up a camera to be Gully Tv Dvd. Before the DVD, I was already in Source magazine. I was already in the Source. I was already selling independent books way before all of this. So you can't help somebody who's always helped themselves. Period. I've done international interviews. These dudes can't catch a flight across country and shit. I done been across that water. Passport, man, it's decorated with stamps and shit. Like, seriously and shit. I'm actually the first that brought the international wave to the urban media platforms. But I'm not gonna sit here and talk about myself when you can just Google me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Wikipedia gonna pop up any day now. That comes from dominance. That's not something that's accessible to YouTubers and shit. That's what Hassan and those guys are. YouTubers. You know why Hassan thinks he's a success? Y'all want me to tell you? Because he's made it to them white boys' platform. That's what he associates with success. That's what he associates with success. But I didn't go through what he went through, man. So whatever he got coming, man, good for him. How about that? He said they love having crash out dummies on No Jumper. I don't know what to say, man. We're going to get back on topic. All right. In addition to this situation with Shaunie, come on, Cookie, man. Damn. In addition to, let me get y'all a peek at the car. She like to be up under me and shit. Chill, man. Anyway, in addition to this situation with Shaunie, there's another story that's developing about Shaq, right? And it's some pictures that they say that they're from Spain. He's on vacation in Spain. I don't know how you could be on vacation and on TNT with Charles Barkley and Kenny and all of that. So I don't know if these pictures are current, but they got some pictures of Shaq in Spain allegedly with a 21-year-old. And you know, when you read the comments, you see everybody who can't get no young brand new pussy fresh off the showroom floor. Pussy fresh out the cap and gown at one of these fine universities. When niggas don't got the access, man, they be disturbed by it. So this is what they put in the comments. They put, man, these old niggas be corrupting these young adults. What the fuck kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that, man? What kind of shit is that? That since the beginning of time, that's been a luxury. That's been accessible. Yes, it's a luxury. That's been accessible to bosses. You ain't gonna find a boss nowhere that got an old woman on his arm. You're not. I mean, he might, and if he do, that's by his choice. But primarily, niggas be wanting something fresh off the showroom floor and shit. You know, no cellulite yet. You know what I mean? Gravity ain't took hold of her titties yet. It's just an attraction thing. And hey, man, that's just what it is when you're successful. That's a part of the given luxuries when you're a success and shit. When you not successful, you struggle to get chose or you aspire to get chose, right? When you are successful, you can choose. You can say, I want that one right there and shit. So don't be disturbed by I don't know how many MVPs Shaq got, how many rings he got and all of that, but he's the Diesel, man. He's the big Aristotle, man. He's, in my opinion, he's the best big man ever and shit. You got some people that's gonna say, well, Keem Olajuwon, Keem Olajuwon got off on Shaq when Shaq was, I believe, a rookie or a second year in the league. Akeem was like 34 years old when he did that shit to Shaq. He got tortured for the rest of his career. He got slaughtered by Shaq whenever they played against each other. A lot of times, Keem got his numbers off. They lost the game, so it don't even matter. But the most dominant big man is Shaq. It's Shaq and Wilt and shit like that. But mainly Shaq. I feel Shaq would have did whatever he wanted to do to Wilt. For real. Women deal with money, fame, and circumstances. Shaunie is a scorned woman. She may have not been in love 100%, but she damn sure loved the lifestyle he provided. Fact remains, she'll never be able to replace Shaq. Nah, every nigga that she gonna date ever in life is gonna have to walk in that man's shadow. She's gonna compare every man. You ain't gonna be able to please that bitch. Period. It don't matter who she date. You're always gonna be at a disadvantage after the Diesel. Straight up. He said Shaq still put up numbers in that final. Still got busy in the finals. Yeah. He said, I got Shaq fourth all time, so I hear you. Who's the three centers that's better than Shaq? I gotta hear this shit. Who the three centers you got better than Shaq? Somebody just said Wilt was too strong for Shaq. Shaq weighed damn near 300-something pounds, and you talking about Wilt was too strong for him. Come on, man. Kareem. Okay. Wilt was one. Kareem was the all-time leading scorer to recently. Wilt Chamberlain probably could have been the all-time leading scorer. Now Gene saying Puff was with underage boys. Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem. I got let me say something about Bill Russell, right? This is something that I seen in the Will Chamberlain got a documentary out, and they speak about those 11 titles that Bill Russell won. A lot of those titles, they was just winning by buzzer beaters, 3 points. They wasn't, and it was against, a lot of them titles was against the Lakers and Wilt. They revealed that Bill Russell wasn't a good offensive player. They said it in the documentary. They said Bill Russell would get the ball and he turned to shoot, and it was like it was a python at the rim. They said he would turn around to try to put the ball in the bucket, man. It was like it was snakes on the rim and shit. They said he couldn't score to save his life. Blocked a lot of shots, but his Wilt had a lot of good not Wilt. Bill Russell had a lot of good co-stars on those teams. He played with great teams. And he got 11 titles. He do. Wilt was a freak athlete. He was in the high jump in the Olympics. Shaq used to abuse Ewing, David Robinson. He abused Sabonis. He abused everybody. Man. A lot of people try to put emphasis on what happened with Hakeem. Hakeem couldn't stop Shaq. Everyone get out today on that pull-up bar. Pull-up champ. I appreciate your super chat. Thank you. Yeah, Shaq abused everybody. He did. But yeah, this story, you probably gonna see this story today somewhere that Shaq had. He was in Spain somewhere, man, with him a little 21-year-old diva. She actually kind of favored Shaunie when Shaunie had the short haircut. I said, man, old Shaq when he got him, he went and got him a new one. Good afternoon, everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Everybody here subscribe. The Joker is overrated. Should have never won another MVP. The Joker is going to be the first MVP to get swept. Minnesota about to sweep them. I'm glad, too. They about to sweep the fuck out of them. And he said Derek Coleman used to give it a Shaq. No, he didn't. Derek Coleman dunked on Shaq. And Shaq speaks about being dunked on by DC all the time. Derek Coleman wasn't no walk in the park, but he wasn't no fucking Shaq. He wasn't. He said he replaced his wife with a younger version of her. That's cold-blooded. Yeah, if you see the chick that he was on in Spain with, she looked like Shaunie O'Neal. She do. First one Shaq had recently was hoops. Yeah, he did have hoops. I read in the early 2000s, Shaq was weighing 370. KD got swept. He said, yeah, well, the MVP getting swept. Yeah, he getting the broom. It looks like the Celtics got the chip. Boston can't beat Minnesota. Boston can't beat Minnesota. What I seen Minnesota do to Denver without Rudy Gobert, they call in Minnesota defense maximum security. They call it, they defense is a max jail. Yes, indeedy. The Lakers and the Kings rivalry was war. It was hardcore ball. What I feel the NBA needs more rivalries. You kind of seen glimpses of a rivalry with the Sixers and the Knicks. That was some Big East type shit. People assumed that the Knicks-Pacers rivalry will be reignited with this series, but New York kicking Indiana ass. Hey, yo, that motherfucking Jason Hart, man, we call that nigga Lionheart, yo. That nigga be in there getting busy. He regulates shit, yo. Jason Hart, man, goddamn. That's a hell of a co-star, man. He be in there regulating shit, yo. Put back. I seen this nigga miss a free throw the other day and got his own rebound. How the fuck you miss a free throw and get your own rebound and put it back in? Didn't Jason Hart do that the other day? I couldn't believe that shit. I said, look at this shit here. How the fuck do we shoot? This motherfucker missed the free throw. Went down there and got the rebound and put it in. Josh Hart, pardon me, yeah. Josh Hart, called him Jason Hart. Jason Hart played for Syracuse, I think. He said, yeah, I saw that. I couldn't believe that shit. I couldn't believe that shit. I said, this motherfucker is like, this nigga is Omega Supreme. SGA can't do nothing with Ant, man. Josh Hart used to play for the Lakers. He played for the Lakers and he played for Portland too. He went and he found his home in New York. He gonna be there. He's a favorite in New York, straight up. He's played 48 minutes, 3 straight games. Nigga don't come off the court. That's how you know a motherfucker getting busy. He in great shape, playing at the highest capacity, getting rebounds, blocking shots, assists, 3-pointers. They need to make an award for him. They need to give him some type of award. For real. He said the Pacers better put a bigger body on Brunson. Them big niggas can't do nothing with Brunson. They need somebody Brunson size. They need a 5'11" nigga to stick Brunson. Them tall niggas, they not doing nothing with that. Boop, bop. You see that nigga get in that paint and get to doing that Harlem Shake shit. Spinning around it. Hesitation. And then the left hand floater. I seen a nigga do a right hand floater last night. They made the NBA. This been a good playoffs. This been a great playoffs. McBride for the Knicks is low key. Is that number 2? He said McConnell been locking him up. Not averaging 40 points, not getting 40 points 4 straight games. That ain't nobody locked him the fuck up. And he got off last night. All them dagger 3-pointers. They was down 10. Did you watch the game last night, fam? New York was down 10. Man, that nigga be draining threes, man, from all over the goddamn place. Ain't nobody sticking. Ain't nobody doing nothing to Brunson. Ain't nobody doing nothing to Brunson. He's problems. Straight up. He said definitely a great playoffs. LeBron Steph era is over. JB finished the Sixers. New York, Minnesota, the East, the West. He said he remind me of CP3. I don't think CP3 was ever that offensively dominant. He said he missed a whole quarter, still got 29. He said he did give him a run, but he hurt himself in the process. No. He did nothing to him. You saying what you getting at is that he only had 5 points early on. That's what you saying. But when the rest of the team is getting the fuck off, you ain't did nothing. You didn't. Down 10 and won by 9. That's a 19-point swing. That's a night they was down 10 and won by 9. Man, that's 19 points. He ain't do shit. He said he tried. That's better. He tried. Did you hear JJ Redick say Jordan in the 90s era was trash and overrated? I hear a lot of nonsense. What you see a lot of times in entertainment, commentators, that would be an element of entertainment. People would be brown-nosing niggas and shit like that. Gully, you saying Minnesota's winning the championship? This is what I'm saying unequivocally. If Minnesota didn't derail Denver, Denver would have won the title again. I don't have nobody from the East beating them. I didn't. But when you see what happened with Minnesota and Denver, Minnesota can do that to anybody. Minnesota locked Jamal Murray the fuck up. He had 8 points. Y'all in here talking about McConnell did something with Brunson? No. Brunson ended up having a great game still, and they won by 9. Minnesota locked Jamal Murray the fuck up. Like Deion Sanders, like Darrell Revis. Put him on an island. That's locking, that's disrupting progress right there. Locked his ass the fuck up. The nigga got so mad, the nigga start throwing ice packs and shit on the court. He got $100,000 fine right now. Didn't you see that? That's frustration. You ain't never seen Denver frustrated like that. They just won a title last year. Ain't nobody put the brakes on them niggas like Minnesota. He said NBA is not going to let Minnesota sweep Denver. They just swept them at home. They about to go back to Minnesota. You think Minnesota about to go home and lose after busting their ass on the road? You crazy as hell. Them niggas is getting swept, yo. They getting swept. Don't let them lose this next game. Then the sweep is inevitable. For real. Ant-Man be taking his shit to whoever. Superstars, commentators, the crowds. He said those boys are physical with Murray and the boys on the perimeter. Them niggas from Minnesota is long. They got long ass arms. They tall and shit like that. You got to do a whole lot to get around them niggas, man. Your dribble package, you need motherfuckers to set picks. And as soon as you set a pick, the motherfucker to switch it on the pick, he might be 6'7" or better, 6'8", damn near 7 foot. It's hard to get around them dudes, man. For real. He said they playing a team that plays team defense. They playing great. They call them maximum security. They call them maximum security. He said Murray handles are being put to the test right now. That's what I'm saying. He got to do all of this, all of that shit, that's spinning. And when you get done, it's a nigga 6'8" waiting there for you and shit. Just to get a pass through the lanes, they clogged up already, let alone driving through him. I'm a Knicks fan, but Minnesota looks dominant right now. Might be a gentleman's sweep 4-1. Man, when somebody then took your home court advantage and you the defending champions, you know that you got to play a perfect game. Them niggas are having butterflies that you can't even describe right now. Them niggas is nervous as hell right now. They like, damn, we got to win this next game on the road. And the team that they playing, they got a 22-year-old killer. And then them other niggas was getting buckets. Them other niggas from Minnesota was getting buckets. Hitting threes. Minnesota got a squad. They do. He said Minnesota might have a 2-3 year run. Anthony or Rudy gonna win the MVP chip. Denver is sore losers. The coach tried to get thrown out the game. They made him stay and take that L. If they wasn't at home, he would have got ejected. They don't take that shit from coaches. He ran on the court and yelled all in the ref face. And I'm saying to myself, damn, why ain't he taking him out? You know why he ain't taking him out. They playing at home. But little do he know, the coach was trying to get ejected. You know, they got this thing where teams get fired up when their coaches get ejected and they start playing harder. That's what he was trying to pull, but they didn't give him no tech. Stay your ass in here and get this work with your team. Oh, shit. The Knicks feeling like the Patrick Ewing era. You see all of Jerry Seinfeld in the building. Spike Lee in the building. Stephon Marbury in the building. The other day, it was Patrick Ewing, Latrell Sprewell, Larry Johnson, John Starks, Clyde Frazier, and World B. Free was in the building. It's star-studded out there right now, man. Them Knicks tickets is hot as... Shh. Madison Square, that's the place to be right now. Word. Boom, boom. He said, Alexander Cousin locking Defender up. Locking Denver up. Ghostface new album comes out today, my mother's birthday. 12 o'clock midnight, the new video. Damn, I forget the new video. He got a new video with him and Nas that come out tonight. I'm gonna do an album review on that joint. He got a song with Jim Jones on there. I be telling people all the time, Jim Jones is a part of the fabric of East Coast hip hop. He's an immovable object. He is. If they made a Mount Rushmore and they said this is the East, Jim Face would be up there. Not because he's the greatest rapper or anything like that. Nah. But he's a part of the identity of New York City hip hop. He is. And he on Ghostface new album. It's coming out on Mass Appeal, 12 o'clock tonight. Spice One got a dope album out too. He do. It's fire. Good to see Marbury back at the Garden. Knicks is better than the Patrick Ewing era. Imagine if the Knicks was 100% healthy. I don't know if these Knicks would fuck with Patrick Ewing and them. I can't say that. No. These Knicks ain't better than Pat and them. No way. No fucking way. Nah, you done went too far. They good, but no. Thosh Magnetic, thank you. He said the 90s Knicks equals killers. That's exactly what the fuck they was. Them niggas was brutes, man. Just don't forget, man, Michael Jordan was squeaking past them, man. He was just getting out of there with his life. He was. He said they taking it too far now. Yeah, Patrick and them they'd blow these niggas. OG is a warrior. Will he sit down for a week? OG is the shit, man. I didn't know about him, man, to these playoffs. He's fire. He's a big part of the Knicks' success. He's like the third wheel. It goes Brunson, Hart, then OG. It's OG. Yeah. Indy will win the series. Indiana has a good team, right? I noticed this about them. They got a good team. They have a good team, but the talent distribution on the team is kind of even. Indiana don't have a killer. Brunson is a killer. Ant-Man is a killer. Indiana don't got no killer. You can't tell me that none of them niggas is killers. They not. Halliburton, he's not no killer. Miles Turner, he's not no killer. They don't got no killers. It's a difference when you got a killer. A killer is a motherfucker that get on the court and causes fear. You know what I'm saying? Like Latrell Sprewell, this motherfucker coming here to kill tonight. Michael Jordan, he's coming in here to kill tonight. You know what I mean? Kobe Bryant, coming in here to kill. Allen Iverson, he's coming to kill. Indiana don't got no killer. They don't. He said the Pacers play no D. The Knicks got them rattled, yo. They got them rattled. You see the loose balls go the Knicks' way. You see all of the funny plays, the busted plays go the Knicks' way. Just told you, Josh Hart missed a free throw the other day and went down there in the paint and got the rebound and put that shit in. I couldn't believe that shit. When you see shit like that, man, they just got it right now. They got it. Pacers soft. Turner taking step back threes. Carlisle looked afraid when Brunson came back on the court. Let me explain to you why he's afraid. Rick Carlisle used to coach for the Dallas Mavericks when Brunson was there. He wasn't giving Brunson no run like that in the playoffs. I don't know if it was the regular season too, but he wasn't giving Brunson, he wasn't giving him his just due when he played in Dallas. So now he's able to get even. That's what he doing. Yeah. OG got them pimped, man. OG's a motherfucker in the open floor, yo. That nigga gets steals. He go coast to coast and dunk the ball. He dunked on Joel Embiid the other day, man. Dunked the fuck out that shit on his boom. God damn. Straight up. It's the best thing on TV right now, man. The Knicks games is the shit. I ain't missed a Knicks game yet. I've watched every Knicks playoff game this year. I haven't missed not one. Mavs or OKC? Probably OKC. But they just beat the Mavericks just beat the Clippers, man. So you gotta control the killer. Kyrie Irving is a killer. Kyrie Irving can kill them by himself. If he get going, if he get on his bullshit, a killer will break your fucking spirit. SGA can get 30. And Kyrie he's still capable of killing them. For real. He said Indy is the better team once they stop the killer. It's over for the Knicks. The Knicks got more than one killer now. Josh Hart is turning into a killer. He is. Josh Hart, his offensive game is improving. Every game you see in this motherfucker get better offensively in transition. They be coming down court, man. This nigga do the Euro step around a motherfucker, lay that shit up. Like, Euro step around a motherfucker, dunk with two hands. Like, he's getting better and better. I call him Lionheart. OG got the name of a official nigga. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Getting back to the topic that brought us here. Shaunie O'Neal took some shots at Shaquille in her new book. Of course, to sell her book. Shaquille responded. Class act. Move around, bitch. When your book done selling, you can go back to obscurity. Because that's what it's going to be. It is. He said, but who going to stop the killer? Indy has more depth being that the Knicks are injured. Let's say Indy win one at home. The Knicks only got to do is steal one. That's all they got to do is steal one over there in Indiana. The Knicks ain't under pressure right now. Indiana is under pressure for two reasons. They down 2-0, and they don't have a answer for Jalen Brunson. He does whatever the fuck he want to do. He did. Shaunie reaching. Nothing ass bitch ain't got no talent. We wouldn't even know her name if it wasn't for Shaq. The Mavs down 1-0. My man said it's going to 7. I'm going with the Knicks in this series, man. It's fucked up that they getting hurt like that. It could be from playing all the minutes, but let's talk about Hartenstein, the white boy, number 55. He's becoming more of a factor every game. I've watched him get better every game. It's called enthusiasm. Every game somebody pulls out. One thing about basketball, the best thing that can happen to you in basketball is when you get a contribution from somebody that you didn't expect. Let's say we going to, play a pickup game. We got our 5. I got my 5. You got yours. We get there. Somebody catch fire. Ain't nothing like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker done got hot. Give him the ball again. Man, shoot the fucking lights out. That's how basketball go. He said Josh Hart hasn't been subbed out in 3 games. He said Mitchell Robinson might lose his spot. Hardenstein is a free agent July 1st. He's about to get paid. I like him. I like what he been doing, man. When that ball go up, I don't know if it's a drill or what, but the Knicks crashed the fuck out the boards. You got to box them out, man, or you gonna regret it. For real. Knicks head coach is known to run his players into the ground. Remember D Rose. Remember the De Niro scene from The Untouchables. Hardenstein got that soft bounce in the paint. I like him. He said he's starting to be a mini Joker. He be in there doing his thing. He in there doing his thing. Which All-Star they gonna pair with Brunson? First off, I'm about to get up out of here, but first off, people gotta apologize because they said some disrespectful shit on one of these sports shows, and I know Becky Hammond was one of them. They said something like, the Knicks are cool, but they always saying but. The Knicks are cool, but it's time that they probably make some trades and get an A-list or a superstar on the team, or a superstar point guard. They said superstar, right? They got a motherfucking superstar. It's Jalen Brunson. They got one. So Becky Hammond, who aspires to be an NBA coach, it ain't gonna never happen. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't. Shaq's lady wrote a book, and she says some disrespectful things. Not so much disrespectful, but she says she don't know if she ever loved them. Spent all that goddamn money, ate the best foods, traveled all around the world, got VIP treatment, doors open for her, limousine doors open for her. You know what I'm saying? Just all types of blessings afforded to her because of this man. Bitch, please. She wrote a book called Undefeated, Changing the Rules and Winning on My Terms. It was launched on May 2nd. The book delves into the details of her marriage to former NBA player Shaquille O'Neal and why it fell apart. Boom, boom, boom. She says, looking back, I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man, but I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. Bitch, stop it. Straight up. Anyway, mainstream media always hating on the Knicks. Barkley said on air last night he don't like New York and we don't deserve it. He also said something like LeBron James should retire. He said, you see how all of us had a decline and we ended up having to step away from the game. LeBron averaged 26 points this year. What decline are you talking about, Chuck? You can't compare your big fat ass body, because you was fat, muscular at times, but mostly fat. And running around with all that fat on your ass and shit, that has a effect on your joints, your knees, and your ankles and your back and shit like that. You're not in shape like LeBron James. Mike wasn't in shape in Washington like LeBron James. LeBron is in a class by himself. He could play 2-3 more years. At the rate that he's going, he can. Straight up. The Knicks can't win a chip with that roster. I'm entertained as of right now. So let's just enjoy some good basketball, man, until it's over with. All right? Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all make sure that y'all go to the website, therealdribble.com. Get a copy, an autographed copy of my book, Some Things I've Been Through. It's about my interactions with some of the world's most notorious drug kingpins and black gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Go get a copy of that. It's fire. I got a 4 or 5 star rating on Amazon. You get it from Amazon, or you can get the autographed copy from me. Pillmatic next week. Pillmatic 2 dropping next week, May 15th. Make sure you get that on all streaming sites. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a great afternoon. Peace.